Hey guys, yoo-hoo. Good morning. We are here with another part of the third Vampire Counts campaign, part 9. Still need to defeat Empire and Chaos. Streams will be around this time, starting for a few days. Yoo-hoo. The worst thing is there is no heroes, so no scouting, so we can't see where the Chaos is. It's gonna be the worst thing. Okay. So what's going on? We have 51 settlements, 17 provinces. It's already a number for a long campaign victory, nearly. Strength 4, defensive allies with the Greenskins. At war with the Chaos, Bretonia, Tlaqua, Last Defenders, Empire, and the Parasatosa. Parasatosa were our vassal, but they betrayed us the moment we attacked somebody. Trading with Wintertooth, Vampire Coast, and Clan Scryer. Vampire Coast is currently our vassal. Empire lost Kislev, and the Chaos should be somewhere in the area now. This is all Skaven here. Skaven all here. They don't really like us anymore, and they're no longer military allies with the Greenskins, so who knows what's gonna happen there. We have our armies here, and there is another army here. Basically, waiting for Chaos to come to us. We need to destroy the Empire, get victory settlements, and defeat Chaos. The fact this is part of the short campaign victory is a little bit absurd, but what can you do? State of the game and all. With this much income, you could use lords for scouting. What do you mean, this much income? 11,000 is pocket change at this point in the campaign. A single terror gas costs 850. 850. And there are no free skeleton armies. Let's see what's going on here. I think the Chaos might be in the area here. If we get another, we need 2 more ranks on Arno, so we can get Grotesque Court and Monstrosity of More. This campaign, we've been playing with the Striga flavor. We had to go rank 3 Striga flavor first, replace our starting lord with the Striga lords. Only allowed to use Striga lords, no heroes, and restricted unit types. Working towards public order here next. The Strigoi is the worst of the 5 bloodlines. This bonus is nice, this bonus is not bad. But this 5 public order here is almost enough to make this trivial. So you don't really have to get everything. The lords is what's underwhelming compared to the rest because they're weak wizards. So not really your top choice. The special thing about them is not good enough. I feel like they should be way more powerful fighters. CA, wink wink. Way more powerful fighters, and I mean way more powerful, to make any difference between the lords. They might need to like double this effect or something, because this is not you know, big difference. The skills they can stack: Grave Eaters, Monstrosity of More, lowering up for the Creep Horrors up to 85% because you can have 3 lords, 10% technology. We can make a lot of cheap Creep Horrors and the Ghouls, but these are some of the most underwhelming Vampire Counts units, multiplayer units. So it's really nothing special. The Graveguard makes Creep Ghouls unusable, and the existence of Vargheists denies the existence of the Creep Horrors. This buff that you can stack 3 times physical resistance and 3 times leadership, 30% and 30 leadership, make Creep Horrors what they're probably supposed to be. So if you want to have a good unit, you need to have 2 or 3 Striga Bloodlines just to make Creep Horrors usable. Creep Horus was this with a fully this boss before in Warhammer 1, but they just got ruined because of multiplayer. This is what Creep Horus is supposed to be without the buffs. They're still trash compared to a unit like Minotaurs, for example, even with these buffs. Which is kind of, you know, weird. You know, monsters infantry, large, poison, armor piercing, regeneration, can be healed by the vampire magic, can stack physical resistance and leadership to the point where they're much tougher, but it's not good enough. Their armor just makes them melt. They melt. They melt. Elich and his weird challenges. There's nothing weird about this. It's pretty straightforward. Don't know how close the chaos is, but we have to go for this.
What is your will? Moving.
Yeah, there should be another level for. We can pull the chaos here, right? There should almost be another level, yeah, almost.
Look on me and despair. King of the ghouls.
This is actually Kislev here. This river here is the usual pain in the ass. Why is this river so bad? There's actually no river here at all.
What is your will?
It looks like the fucked up terrain as usual. There is no river here and it counts as a river.
Look on me and despair.
It seems like it was extended here. It is the same as with this area here. Maybe this one was fixed. This is grassland and this is grassland, you cannot cross it. Nice glitch. And that's a new one. I've not seen that one before there. We don't want to risk this army at all because the chaos might be on this way. We know the Archaean is somewhere here, according to the raiding information. I'll hug the river here. Doesn't matter what happens here. Thing is, one of the Chaos Hordes have split to go into Norsca territories to fight the Empire, and I'm pretty sure this happened. So we cannot destroy Chaos anytime soon. And we cannot even go look for them. So yeah, we're kind of quite a predicament here. We don't need to spy satellites, we had a raiding information, but you can click on this and it'll tell you where the Archaean is. Introduce army, handle single chaos army alone? No. No. Is the AI got experience? No. This army is missing units and we need to raise the dead. Get some Varguls. Okay. We can wait for another Vargul from Terror or Creep Horror. Makes me still wonder what happened to Luen's army. I think he got caught by the rats. We definitely have to keep one army in this area. Definitely. Yeah, Mir. But, it's only Weismund that's in Miedenstag there in a bad shape. Everything else looks okay. Skaven, Skaven, Skaven. So they're kinda, moving around this area as well. They don't even want to give us military access. They're starting to hate us because of our treaties with the other factions. So I think it will be fine here. We just send a little Fifi towards Chaos as well. Nice trespassing there, friend. Might I give up military access first?
Yes, yes.
I could go directly on the Archaean here. But there might not be a follow-up available.
Driven by hate.
What? Ah, he's on the other side.
Tremble, mortal.
I'll hide this army.
Seeking song.
Wolfram got raised by Kolek, so we lost all the tier 4 buildings. Had to build up again.
Your desire?
Your desire. You should just march into castle here.
It will be done.
Does look like he'll go for at least one here. Let's go the army gets killed, we don't really care. Don't really care.
Tireless.
Nice, we just passed here, we didn't even see Archaean. Okay. Archaean might go directly for Scotty. The fact we don't know where the rest of the chaos is, it might make this campaign extra longer than necessary, really. But it's the new state of the game and the rules we're having. Oh, this is not worth the tier 5. Ah, this might be a waste. Waste. These two are fine. Waste. Waste. Fine. Waste. Extra. It's not worth getting mountains up to tier 4 and tier 5 infrastructure, but not with this economy. Maybe we get lucky and all the chaos was beelining into Kislev. They keep pushing towards Ostland or Ostermark. I really don't see how we're gonna ever catch chaos without the heroes. If we don't know where they are, we can go after them. And if we have too much, if we put too much in one territory, they see us coming, and they will never move here. So it might be impossible to destroy chaos. In theory, it might be impossible. Because they will see us and we will never see them. And they will know if they're gonna come or not. Hey Zelen, still didn't quit, no. Still playing, not much though. I'm level 60, been for a while. Okay, so all chaos is in Southern Oblast, but the Warhead of Chaos is not here. What the hell just happened? What the hell? You guys seen that? We don't know where the Warheads are. We could end them if we knew where the Warheads are. We need to take Southern Oblast and then guard the river. Facing Fort Ostrosk and Prague. What is this?
I deny this, as I deny.
Wipe them out.
What's this? I don't understand. This is some new AI code. The spaghetti bowl has turned aside. The sauce have fried the brain. What's this? I've never seen this before. They have 18 units in reinforcing 14 units, and they did not destroy the settlement. What a waste of a turn. An Archaeon taking turn of attrition. If you raise the settlements, they would have removed any, they would have not taken any attrition here. Blitzwheel would not have taken attrition, it said they would have just replenished both.
Cease.
What's this? Are you serious? What is this? How did they get there? We destroyed their army. Don't tell me they popped a single beast lord to throw around. This faction are not supposed to be recruiting new lords. What the fuck is that shit? What is this? How did they get here? We destroyed their army. I didn't even see them recruit a lord. What the? So they recruited a lord and then they used the beast pet. Why are these small faction, these brave herds, war herds of chaos recruiting new lords if they get free armies anyways? This is just very toxic. And they will never face in battle because they're just gonna flee. It's just insurance policy. There's the CA trolling us. So we see all of chaos inside, boys. All of chaos is here. We have them in our sights. Warhead of Chaos should not be allowed to recruit new lords. They should be allowed to get free units and keep recruiting units for their existing hordes, because they got all their hordes for free out of waste. They should not be allowed to recruit new lords. If the Chaos can recruit new lords, so it should not be possible for the other ones. As this doesn't bring anything to the game, they will basically just annoy you and prolong the duration of the wave to the next wave. It's just toxic behavior. Doesn't bring anything to the game. Just creates frustration. So this is all of chaos. These three armies, and this apparently somehow they managed to recruit a lord here without us realizing. And we did destroy this army that was here. We must have spawned the lord inside the fog of war. If we destroy them in the next 2 turns, we will still need victory settlements. But the chaos is alive in Norska. I mean, Empire is alive in Norska. They are no longer the Empire. It's Karl the Wanderer.
I will hear your petition, but make no promises to
Karl,
act on it.
Karl, don't you worry one bit. I'm taking good care of your peasants in Aldorf. Good care. Every second can live. Oh man. The Norscan Empire is gonna be pain in the ass. We have to go up. Even if we destroy the chaos here, the Karl is still living in the north. So we don't get the victory. So the chaos will come again because of the new Norscan Empire. How are they maintaining a public order in this territory? This territory is highly corrupted. What the hell is that Trog bastard doing anyways? Isn't Trog supposed to be killing people here? Where's that sack of shit? He's useless.
Troll, foolish, cold-fleshed man! You be my servant!
What the hell, man? You can't even defeat Empire in Norska. You're useless. Useless. You're a legendary lord. You're supposed to be hero at best. Useless. He's been living in harmony with these guys in the north. How they still have settlements? How are they? This is all corrupted. The rebels are nasty, and the Wintertooth is there. And look at this. The Empire survives. What the hell? They're gonna make me go into Norska, right? Oh man. Feels pointless to attack Chaos here because of that. Little Fifth has an ideal army to win the Norska territories. It's all regeneration. So we could go to the corruption. We're just gonna deal with the Warherd first. Stomp the peasants and then go slowly destroy the remaining Empire settlements. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous.
Welcome to my court.
Yeah, let's send our main army to deal with the bird. Yeah. He doesn't even have lightning strike. So Emperor has to die first, then we can handle Chaos. So the Chaos will come again. It looks like all of the Chaos is right next to us, but the Empire is in Norska. And somehow they are managing rebellions and Wintertooth at the same time. I didn't see they had a single tier 3 city there, or tier 4.
Entropy and decay.
Can I stop the Chaos? Holy shit, we might actually end the Chaos invasion. Yeah, I'm just like thinking in my head, there's like no way to defeat Chaos in the first wave. They're too toxic for that. So, you know, they might actually be doable this time. If they don't get reinforced next turn, we might actually end the Chaos here. But they're too toxic to get eliminated like that. They're probably gonna spawn the wave next turn. We need at least 2 more turns to catch the Warherd. The Warherd is being toxic in Talbekland. It has a single lord, a couple of Ungors. Very annoying. So that army that we are trying to intercept actually spawned a new lord. Why are the invaders spawning new lords when they're supposed to be just destroying stuff? Those lords, they go 20 turns to get anywhere. They get a new wave before that. This shit makes no sense. It's normal for the beastmen in the country to have this mechanic, but Warherds having the same mechanic makes no sense. After all, they're getting new armies all the time if they're not defeated on time. And then they spawn new lords which you cannot even find, or they're gonna always flee. They're just bad for the game. Deal with the big ones here. The halberds are a little bit problematic. pretty bad for the Chaos Knights. Those are just Chaos Warriors. I mean, just. Chaos Warriors, they should never be just Chaos Warriors. Chaos Warriors all should be one of the best. But, you know, it's just. You know, you have to keep in mind multiple and all, you know. Oh, this guy taking so much damage. Ah, yeah, they have no armor. They have no armor, so they get deleted by the Chaos Knights. Don't have any voodoo here to help. There's gonna be a grinder here. The physical resistance doesn't do much against the Chaos Knights. It does so much damage when they make a charge. And the funny thing is, when the games was initially released, the Chaos Knights were underwhelming and the Creep Horrors were overpowered. Now that everybody got buffed, the Creep Horrors were forgotten, and the Chaos Knights even more overpowered. Damage is as much as you can expect here. They don't have any real magic to support them. Be able to regenerate a lot of this stuff. This one is actually surrounded in a better way. Like, need more bodies here. The extra experience does help the Chaos quite a bit. Quite a bit. These guys don't have attack. 61. We just don't have the attack to defeat Chaos Knights properly. Goddamn Creep Horrors, this just sucks so bad. If actually wasn't staking, this would be like really satisfying. Really sad. I mean, there's not even any chosen here. They're almost unbreakable for this shit. I was actually unit of chosen here. They lost over half health, only 20 casualties. Chaos Warriors chosen. Yeah, we barely killed any of these chosen. If those guys didn't stake physical resistance, we'd have lost pretty much all the Crypt Horrors. Maybe even a Terrorgeist. The John dead. Dead. And Bell taking any damage. We definitely have to destroy this army before they flee north. We need to destroy the chaos here and get Kislev. Let the Terrorgeist and the Vargals replenish a bit while the remaining units flee. It's a close victory, it's not a Pyrrhic victory, but we get a point towards Pyrrhic. Yoo-hoo! 113 captors and 0 unit replenished. 0. 0. It's actually convenient to retreat north because we might actually go towards Prince there.
What is your whim? King of the ghouls.
Yeah, you never want to out-resolve stuff like this, especially with damage units. For the starters, the balance of power and auto-resolve don't take into account regeneration and physical resistance. Which means for this army the balance of power and auto-resolve is broken. Because they just, you know, don't have that complex calculator for, you know, all this shit. It's like when you're running a full Siren army with max physical resistance and you destroy a whole army without a sweat, 0 casualties, and a couple of survivors left. Yellow bar is full, and then you lose like 100 Sirens, just because physical resistance don't exist in auto-resolve. Vargals are not ranks, not veteran now. It's nice to have a couple of Vargals on the ground with Crypt Horrors. They are fast after all. They are against certain unit types, they are very underwhelming. Is there a outnumber penalty? No. We can regenerate our units before we engage. I think we'll have enough movement to destroy the remaining 2 Chaos armies. That will be ideal, and then start the war in the next 3 turns. If we stop the Chaos invasion here, then destroying the Emperor will be no problem. Halberdier here.
Oh my god. You see that shit? Holy shit.
I hunger. Agree. Give me blast.
Hey, hello, Meister. Thank you for 14 months. '79 defense, not bad. Ah, you mean the Soul of Stone? It's on a different lord. What the hell is up? What the fuck is this shit? What's it gonna say next? Victory is in our grasp. Are the Vampire cost targets stronger or weaker than the Vampire count? They're very similar. This one is an anti-large, so it's weaker against some other units. While the other one has stats, so it doesn't lose, you know, much compared to this one having anti-large. Having anti-large bonus is usually better than anything else, because the only problematic units are usually large. Better to have anti-large bonus than a higher overall stats. That's why the Vampire counts Terrorghast has such a low attack, because there's a huge bonus against large. Why would this button exist if it's 0 is possible? I still don't understand this shit. Is this just glitched here? Stuff of the Nation is amazing. It's probably the best Arcane item to get. AoE 44 attack, radius 40 meters. Definitely better than Book of Arcane.
Look on me and despair.
$25 seconds. That's amazing. It goes amazing with a lot of Vampire counts units because they all lack attack. Nearly every single one of them. Except maybe Vargheists.
Strigoi Ghoul King. Asshole will punish you.
Cease.
Crypt King.
If I lightning strike Seagull, Archeon retreats back. What's the movement here? 57. I might be able to end them here. I don't think they have anything else. Sounds about right.
Welcome to my court.
Asinine mortal.
The gods deny such action. Your defiance is noted. What is your will?
No.
So both are a little too much for Scotty, due to experience.
This is not
But we
for
could
the
lightning
arrogance
strike them here.
Welcome.
We have the lightning strike. This might be all they have, and if this is the end of Warriors of Chaos, we might get the Warhead of Chaos on time. But I still believe there is an army of Chaos in the Norsca territories. It would be just too good to be true that it's all Chaos is here.
Strigoi Gold King.
It's almost impossible to destroy them in the first wave. So we should not really just get our hopes up here. We need to deal with the Empire before we destroy the Chaos. How to defeat Kolic? We defeated him with an army.
I hunger.
He raised Wolfenburg, but then we caught him and destroyed him. His army was too strong for the garrison, so we had to send one of our armies to defeat him.
Give me blood.
I feel like this is gonna be high casualties here.
I will.
That experience is not to be underestimated. Those guys are a problem because they have fire attacks. I mean, they destroyed Wolfenburg. That's the best thing they could have hoped for. Losing a tier 4 city is like what the only thing the Chaos can do these days.
Your will.
It's like if they're lucky to destroy 2 cities like that.
Quickly.
We need to spread Terrorghests around because this battle is much tougher than the other one.
Moving.
The ghouls are almost useless here. What about those knights? Should probably feed them 2 ghouls. At least they don't have halberds. If they had the halberds here, this would be really ugly. It's not a very good angle there. Yeah, this is good assault here. These guys are for some reason not joining the fight, so every second they're not in the fight is very good for us. Those 2 are really nasty. I'm gonna have 2 Terrorghests ready for them, so they're probably the reason they were not attacking. Because Terrorghests were on the ground, they would have attacked already. So keeping the Terrorghests in the air is the best thing to do here. Because one of them has a real nasty stats to deal with. The Swords of Chaos. Sigvald is killing one of my Terrorgeists. Didn't know he was an anti-large specialist. "90 attack, that's like anti-everything. John's still alive. Look at that Slaker there right now. I saw you! I'm getting fed after this battle. Hear me? Just hadn't had to deal with the sort of chaos yet. They have to come in, they're starting to lose the battle. Well, we're keeping Terrorgeist in the air waiting for them. Swords of Chaos can handle Terrorgeist, but the other one, Knight, cannot do it. So, 2 of our units were waiting for them, and they didn't want to come. Waiting for the opportunity and skip the whole battle. Mirror Guard is there in the right army this time. The Swords of Chaos are not in the right army. I think I'll send the feasters to feast on Prince Sigvald. I have them with a Razor Standard, so they're extra good. I mean, there's a limit how good the Ghoul can be. Oh my god! Sigvald doesn't have his armor. What the shit? He has it? Ah, it doesn't actually, that doesn't work. Oh shit! It doesn't work right now. Poor guy has no leadership to get regeneration.
Creature of the grave.
The ghouls have good damage. It's everything else that's bad. The weapons, the damage they have is the best part of the thing about the ghouls. They have good damage. I mean, even tells you here, damage dealer, you know, however bullshit, you know, that means on a 40 weapon damage unit with 4 AP, 10% technology. Ghouls having no armor or stock to go with their flavor, it's what makes them, you know, underwhelming. I think there should be a technology on the vampire count tree that gives all creep ghouls and creep horrors 20 armor. And then would make sense for these units. But such a technology does not exist. And it should. Same way the hex rates and the can rates should get perfect vigor on technology. The ghouls is 120 combatants with 7500 health. That's kinda low for a unit like this. Almost like a tier 1 health. And then they have no armor. They have 10 base armor. It's pretty weak. Any armor technology would make a lot of sense. Don't have the upgraded invocation or the increase of undead here yet. One chosen barely taking any damage really. Another thing they could do with the ghouls, they could give them a type of regeneration as long as they're fighting in melee. I think that's even more fitting than 20 armor. But 20 armor for ghouls and the creep horrors to make them not any viable in campaign really. Pride Assassin. Pride counts before a fall always. Post-battle chance of stealing magic item plus 5%. Income from all buildings plus 10% local points. And yeah, we defeat Arcane too. Look at that immune psychology. The worst, one of the worst things in the game to get from defeating Chaos. Oh, this is perfect. Perfect! Oh, I don't think so, auto-resolve. I don't think so. This is gonna be hilarious if this is all the Chaos has and they get defeated in the first wave. Oh man. Hold on, Spanish guy, just hold on. Not yet. Immune psychology means the units are unaffected by the fear or terror, and all undead are already immune psychology. And any units with fear is immune to fear, and any unit with terror is immune to fear and terror.
hunger. It shall be. Strigoi Golden.
It's gotta be all they have. Hey, Gong Glock. Yoo-hoo! This makes no sense. Why do we get dominate here if we didn't get it from much higher captured enemies? Shit makes no sense.
Seeking prayer. Look on me in despair. Look on me and despair. King of the Ghouls. What is your will? The souls are mine. Strigoi Ghoul King.
Doesn't look like anybody else is here.
King of the Ghouls. Welcome to my court.
Army on the left, army on the right, 50-50. Both Scary-Hid and Archaeon, their mounts are too small. The Terrorgeist should be like 20% larger, and Dorger at least another 10%. Everybody sees this except the CA. Yoo-hoo! I need 2 Terrorgeist's bread to destroy a Hell Cannon. I mean, it's not a bread, it's a shriek. It's a shriek. Terrorgeist is great at destroying Hell Cannons. Death Shriek, unimpeded by armor and flesh, a Terrorgeist's horrible shriek travels through its victims, splintering bones and souls and erasing all memory of courage. Holy shit, direct hits. I had 47 fire weakness and still barely taking any damage with fireball. Shriek at the angle here, maybe get lucky hit all. Can damage the Hell Cannon with the Assault Stone as well. We go to the middle one. Oh no, not the fireballs, please! Have mercy! My bird is weak to fire!
Striga. Driven by hate. I need blood.
Oh man! We avoided 40 damage, man, that would be lethal. Little damage there.
Running.
And they nerf damage on missiles. God damn it, man, they need to triple it. Triple it with that shit. Triple it.
Quickly. Moving. Attack. They confuse me. Quickly. Running. Quickly. So be it. Destroy. Strigoi Golgi. Quickly.
Not now, boys. Elkin is busted. Time to find new work.
My hunger. Running. Quickly. Of course. Running. Quickly. Running. Quickly. King of Coons. Strigoi Golgi. The wind.
Remember Chaos Invasion being hard, what happened? Crybabies happened. They seem crybabies now, who cried and cried and cried and cried, now they're mocking Chaos. They're here just for the easy game and memes, no challenge. resistant to hit, so. I really think when they release Warhammer 3, they should make Chaos impossible to defeat for at least like 2-3 months. Yeah, Chosen not having immune psychology is silly. They have no immune psychology, but their stats don't really get bothered by nearly any unit in the game. But they're still not immune to fear and terror. Usually, you know, it'll work like this. The sheer amount of stats, you know, they will not be susceptible to it, but they are not immune to it. Archaeon doesn't have flaming attacks, huh? Archaeon defeated by a Savage Vampire. The Swargles are faster than the Chaos Knights, but we can barely keep up with them. 66 speed, 80 speed, and look at this. They do have extra 20 leadership and 20 feast resist, 35 resist because of veterans, so the ghouls are next to unbreakable due to Striga bloodline. Same for the creep horse. Have I played a Pestilence Coven recently? No. Not recently.
Onward! Welcome to my court.
You see this picture here? That small enemy that was chaos, and everything that was on top of it, that's the world. The world. Not just one faction. All these monsters just humping and stomping. That's the World of Warhammer right now, and that small guy trying to, you know, catch a breath, that's the Chaos. That's the current, you know, version of end times we get.
Glory!
First wave. First wave.
What is your will?
The Emperor in Norska. My bad. The Norscan Empire is doing better than the Chaos invading here. The countless, innumerable. It cannot be counted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't even need 2 hands, man, to count it. Not even 2 hands. 8, 9. Never 0 or 10. Not even 2 hands. Innumerable. Innumerable.
Welcome to my court.
The Warhead is still about, so they could spawn the new Chaos Wave. Which is a little bit silly, because the Chaos just got defeated during Chaos Invasion. It's possible. I don't know how we missed that one lord there. I guess it's the new vision changes. They raised the Gormadny Mountains, they raised the Janho Mountains, Eastern Oblast, Northern Oblast, and Troll Country. They also raised Kislev and Wolfenburg. They only raised one Emperor settlement inside the Empire. Are you fucking serious, man? There's an army here? Oof! Where the hell does Wood Elves come from? They must have recruited a bunch of small Ungors. Poof! Just like that, the Chaos is gone. Not even second wave. Poof! Puppets are still active though. As the final breath is torn, shrieking from the last warriors of chaos, the silence of the grave descends upon the world. The broken corpses littering the battlefield lie motionless, their futile struggles over. Death is the only victor here. The stillness is broken. A chill wind rises, heavy with the taint of the eternal tomb, blows upon the tatters of once proud banners now trampled into the mud, and the feathers of the carrion birds as they gorge upon the fallen. Such is the way of the world. Great lords, arrogant in the strength of their arms, vie with each other for dominance, oblivious of the fact that death, patient and inexorable, waits for all living things. Nagash confirmed. Even as many raise their eyes to a golden future, there are those who wish to make the first move and seize it for themselves. The shield of civilization which turned aside the deadly thrust of chaos, cue the Spanish guy, is now heavy and cumbersome thing. Those who cast it aside first will be quickest with their blades, a knife in the back being the surest of all. Comrades who stood shoulder to shoulder around the field of battle now step apart and take each other's measure. What the hell, man? We defeated the chaos almost alone. Alliances begin to unravel and the storm clouds gather once more. Okay. This is one of the saddest chaos invasions I've experienced in my life. One of the saddest ones. It's like I could cry right now if I wanted to. How bad it is, the chaos right now.
Let's talk. I can kill you later.
My man Grimgor! My bad, my orc! My orc! What do we need? We need to destroy the Empire, and we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 victory settlements, I'm afraid. Karzakarak, Blake Krag. So they lost Karakate Peaks. Probably Khan Morse controls it right now. Yeah, the Reds control the Karakate Peaks.
Your tribute, Thrall, for it is a privilege to be in my presence. I agree.
Oh, look at that. Cetra is huge, 13 settlements. We need to destroy the Empire now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Help with this number 8. That the Empire has survived longer in Norse in the actual Chaos Invasion, that's ridiculous. Setter likes greenskins as well.
Fair winds and fairer tides. Thanks
This
to
one,
my aunt.
she's so unpredictable. Nothing here. We're gonna take this too. It'll be interesting now to see who attacks who.
The hunter.
The Wood Elves don't care really about this situation. Clan Scar doesn't care either. They already still have enemies. I guess somebody, the only faction we have to worry about right now is Bretonnia. And maybe Wood Elves. We'll grab all this real estate here. And go for the Empire. With what we have here.
From the tomb.
Let's see. Winterpire is ruins. What the hell? It's highly corrupted, these territories. It's a little bit problematic. We do have the units which are not really vulnerable to any attrition, But still, multiple turns traveling like this will feel it.
Of the ghouls.
Go take Eastern Oblast next. This place will definitely rebel now. Well, we can wait one turn, yeah. Okay. What are these guys fighting?
You dare approach a
Remaining
lord of the Dowie
Chaos
in such a
forces.
manner?
They become aggressive and unreliable. Everybody's become Grimgor, who was affected by the Shield of Civilization. I will expect at least 1 or 2 declarations of war here. The Strigoi Empire have saved the world from the chaos, and now, you know, they're gonna attack us. I just need the Grimgor to hold Black Crag and Karazakarak. And the Empire will not last long in the 10 turns, I don't think so. They're just very annoying because they can flee to the Noska territories. The fact these territories are not even rebel for them is a little bit bizarre. But they had Staff of Command and Galmaraz plus 6 public order.
God.
Plus 2 from
Have you seen
technology,
that
2 untainted as well.
Shit.
Actually more than plus 2 from technology. Must be building untainted buildings. Hey Merit, thank you for new support. They have looks like maybe 40 units less. Empire.
Now,
6 elements. Looks like forces are in that area. I'm gonna deal with the rebels here, so Shield Wizard stays here for a single turn. I have 7 victory settlements. Help it will be number 8. Emily is doing actually pretty good. I'm very impressed. They're even taking the mountains here. The Greenskin is starting to settle in the drain. Maybe it's their time to die. Shame they don't have the shitty settlements in the game. So we can't trade right now. Awakening is looking strong still as well.
Your words and heart are hollow. My hounds will go.
Looks like Wood Elves have hostile intentions.
Look on me in despair. driven by hate.
Have a little Fifi on the lookout.
Carnage. Welcome to my court.
I think most of the Emperor forces are in the Vanaheim Mountains. Military presence 12, 2 settlements, 24 to 25 units. That's all they have. Hey Benson. We'll strike some settlements here. I can't believe how useless that Wintertooth was. Gotta be one of the most useless factions with the Norse in the game.
Lord.
Have they won any battles here at all? Trog is a naval aggressor? What the fuck? Oh, it's all clear to me.
Strigoi, Ghoul King. Your desire?
Lord Drago, have you seen the latest expansion for Gwent? Man, the art on those new cards, amazing. They actually put this website up called Card Reveals, where we can actually see some of the newest cards.
Do not underestimate.
Redanian Elite.
My
Our boy Radovid is back.
wears thin for thy parley.
Emperor Coast made peace with Tlaka too, huh? No, they are still our vassal. One of these factions could break out of us, and we will still need one more victory settlements. Is the release date? Yes, 2nd October. They're adding some really new mechanics, which I'm looking forward to. There's gonna be a mechanic which the unit's gonna have to protect other units on a row, like taunt or guard. You have to attack this unit first before you can. Basically, he's gonna protect other units on the row. This is the most treacherous ally ever, by Sartosa. Let's take the cut tower of crap here. We're going to battle here though. We'll regenerate. Keep moving next turn. I'm missing like 1 point to make this Crypt Horde 45 resistance. You can still see them in action to see how much actual damage they take on top of poison and regeneration. There'll be still a chance for that. Like these two units don't have. They're still missing the experience. You can still get another 10 Fist Resist and 10 Leadership. They're already pretty much unbreakable. So the crumbling doesn't really do much to them. That 10 Fist Resist is interesting. Let's see this. Let's go, Gonjo. There are many swordsmen here. They can't really fight a big unit like this. This unit's still taking damage because of this crossman here. Even with 35 resist and poison and the generation, they still seem to be taking damage. That means they're not supposed to be even doing any damage. It takes so much damage to fighting swordsmen. 35 with Fist Resists. And this army is just garbage. They need either way more armor or more defense. It's not a cavalry unit, that nerfed the speed on it. Why would they try to make this a pseudo cavalry unit considering the vampires have the knights? It takes Lord Drago, but the creep horse is still nothing special really. They just lay shit in. They really need armor. They really need armor. This doesn't work on a monster infantry. They are too bulky and no armor. They just easily take damage. Not sure what's worse on this unit, melee defense or armor. I mean, these stats would make sense if this unit was moving over 70 speed. Just can't believe that Creep Ghouls and the Graveyard are all both tier 2 unit. What is this baker noise? You guys hear this? Creep Ghouls tier 2, Graveyard tier 2. I mean, look at this, 9800 health, 120 models. 7500 health, 120 models. 10 armor, 90 armor. The Graveyard has 9 times more armor and over 2000 more health. It's also a tier 2 unit. Upkeep 125, 188. Just please delete that from the tier 2, just put multiplayer only. So we don't have to complain about Creep Ghouls anymore. This is just so bad. Armor technology required and some kind of healing in melee. This is a horrible unit. They need another 1000 health, 20 armor technology, and gain health when they attack in melee. That would save it. Should all be connected to technologies and battle skills so they don't touch pressure multiplayer.
Welcome to my court. What is your whim? Slay them!
Empire had like 55 settlements. They've taken the Norscan territories. They lost everything but the Norscan territories. Somehow they defended Norskis and everything and anything else. And, to protect Aldor from the Wood Elves.
Of the ghouls. Driven by hate.
Yeah, we're playing on victory screen.
Look on me and despair. Strictly Ghoul.
Well, that's what I thought as well, Stormbrand Coke, but somehow they survived all this time. Wintertooth was attacking them as well, and God, man, that troll is so useless. There's a possibility we're gonna lose one of the victory settlements, so we're still gonna have to get one more somewhere. We could dismantle all infrastructure and just give all the money to the Clan Skrar for the alliance. That could work too. It's gonna take one turn longer. Yeah, we killed the Chaos on the first wave.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
Hey, Shilak. Yoo-hoo. Woodell still raiding.
I am ready. Welcome to my court. Shall we stay? Strigoi, Gold King.
Speak. I will hear.
4 settlements left. Somehow they still maintain military as well.
No time. Experiments to do. Grant.
Finally. The Empire used to control all of this. Except this top half. All of this. There were 50 settlements.
Look on me and despair. What is your will? I hunger. What is your will? Welcome to my court. The souls are mine.
Let's take help it as well. We'll take the Oblast Central Country and help it. So it looks like Clan Morse is doing very good.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
We haven't even met him. Clan Morse might be the only reason why the last defenders haven't taken these territories. Look at this. Clan Morse. Good job. Hey Billion, welcome back and thank you. Who else are up to something? This should be fine here. Yeah, 5 short for this, but it's not gonna be happening this campaign. So what happened here? It looks like rebels destroy Winterpire. It can be rebels. It was chaos. Maybe chaos rebels still live the rift. How are Wintertooth losing territories to rebels while the Empire is doing fine in Norske territories? It's bizarre. Albion has no resources, just 3 frozen settlements. Yeah, probably gonna lose Awakening if this lasts any longer. Citadel of lead, but no walls. Can you call a place a citadel if it has no walls? Like one of them palaces and fortresses in Norscan territories with no walls. Encounter the Clan Morse. I mean, think about it, Amir, they have really nothing else to do. The vampires are pretty much AFK in Bretonnia. They ignore the greenskins, so going for Albion makes perfect sense. For AI Bretonnia, and Albion and Norska fits the best. Clan Skryre is doing great this campaign, they've taken a lot of territories.
You smell of fear. Should I kill Count?
They don't like us because we are dealing with Greenskins and Hammery. They're actually winning against the Last Defenders. But the Last Defenders also focus on Greenskins.
Look on me and despair. What you want?
Empire has 3 more settlements. 1, 2, 3.
I will devour them. Crypt King.
There are exotic animals here, which is pretty nice. Lowers the upkeep on Terrorghests. That's actually pretty good for the Vampire Hounds. So, we just need to destroy the Emperor now. We got all the victory elements required.
What is your whim?
Monument. What? Ah, help it. If you told me that we would have to go chase the Empire around Norska to finish this campaign, I would have said you're on something. If you told me I had to chase Chaos over through Norska, I would have just cried, because you know that happens so many times. The annoying Chaos fleeing through Norska territories. It also has no military anymore. And then I'm maintaining 2 vassals might be an issue, but this stubborn there. Well, Empire pretty much taken everything they could before they attacked us. They actually kept the settlements in Norska. It's a little bit crazy considering they removed 10 public order from the legendary AI. Red climate, corruption, and hard to grow, and they somehow managed to survive there. What is the scheme of Doom? The Doom Engineer. Get a special Warlock Engineer.
What is your demand?
Wow. Where are you going with this, friend? Oh, this is an army. Where the hell is Luther Harkon, though? Looks like they're still stuck only with 1 army. They have a ridiculous economy and they cannot build more than 1 army.
You come at me, lover, but I am the daughter of the sea. Yes, the winds blow true. You speak?
Traitor. Just stay here at least a turn or 2. Regeneration. 10 anti-large units. Doesn't mean nothing to you, game. There is no penalty from lack of corruption because we have minus 110% now.
As you command.
So,
It looks like they sent their military to capture a settlement here. Serpengetia.
They shall despair.
The Reds are going for Trollfjord.
Ikit, most traveled rat of Skraya. Nothing surprises me.
Keep sailing and take that shit there.
From the tombs. Look on me and despair.
Nearly half our empire is in the fog of war. So much about province secured, under control, but it still maintains no vision. No mods, no.
What is your whim?
Sometimes, you know, flare comes around, but it doesn't really count. How's the in-game sound, guys? Is it high enough? Does the Lamian bloodline increase settlement line of sight? It should only work on the characters, but it might also work on the settlement. We haven't tried it, no. This is gonna be funny when just about when they get about to get destroyed, the Norscan Empire will confederate the Reichsmarschall expedition. They don't even have contact with each other. They do see each other, but they don't have the contact. So that would be hilarious, really. They meet on the internet. They research the internet. Well, that's what I suggest as well. If you control whole province, the vision should be better, either automatically or through a commandment or technology which improves vision or line of sight, or both. Just taking vision for you without giving you any tools to you know, improve it, it makes no sense really, especially as you secure provinces. A secure province should at least have visibility of the road. Commandment makes the most sense.
Of the ghouls. It will be done. Seeking prey.
Not possible.
Strigoi Ghoul King. The souls are mine.
I can't.
What is your will? King of the ghouls.
Slaughter the sheep.
Look at the Wood Elves just AFK raiding here. Do they have any other enemies?
The hunter. Your words and heart.
Ryan, I've heard about a great hunt. It's in Norscan territories. You're gonna love it, I promise. Looks like they wanna declare war on us, and they currently still have one more enemy there.
I'm ready to cast off.
Strigoi Ghoul King.
So the chaos is gone out of Lastria, so it's now declares war on Hans Marshall expedition. Looks like two small armies. Right, Puja. We have to protect Aldorf now. Wow, there was a Wood Elf army in the sea, and they were getting ready to attack our vassal, the Vampire Coast. Just a casual Durtu, you know, hunting down the vampires before they even at war with them.
Curse my crowded
Might have already been at war with
And
the
if
Wood
swordfish
Elves.
is ready to sail. What? Now we're talking!
Might have already been at war with that faction. Hans Master Expedition have 15 settlements. Had to protect Aldorf. Most of this area don't matter.
Strigoi. Driven by hate.
Still a bunch of terror guests here.
This is my land. Tremble, mortal. Welcome to my court.
Yeah, got a rank 10 here. Hey Smart, thanks for the bits. So this unit now has 30 fizz resist and next 30 leadership. Inside the Roman army, these guys have 45 fizz resist and very high leadership. But they expand here. They really expanded here. God damn. There's another army here. We still have all the victory settlement required. Should send this one really around because of the Wood Elves. Oh, Dark Hills this campaign. Marathi is #1 for a while with 25 settlements.
Morathi.
And it looks like she controls most of Nagaroth except Norskan side and bit here. She lost the ancient city of Quintex to Exoatl, also allied with Clan Rictus, who might be controlling quite a bit as well. Might.
Your will?
Unworkable.
Does look like there are 2 more armies left in this area.
By the comet.
Yeah.
Your desire?
Army on the left, army on the right, 50-50. Get the leadership on the lowest Vargals. Empire has 3 more settlements. It's a little bit crazy say the least, that we had to go to Norska to finish our empire. While there were still Norska living in the Norska. You know, the useless winter tooth.
Strigoi Gold King! Strigoi, creature of the grave!
These guys have a Razor standard, 45 phase resist. Pretty much unbreakable.
So be it!
Hit the center there.
Strigoi Gold King!
Oh really? Don't mind if I do.
Slaughter!
Still hundreds of them here. Got 20 kills. That was a nice shot. It actually struggles against any quality army, especially if their rank 6 or higher. Vampire really rely on magic to puts them favorable in every battle. Why is that Luminarch still up? Five speed. Wow, this guy's gonna lose here. Magic attack or something. Screw my fizz resist. These guys routed and then they counterattacked and they won. Guess they really need one more charge.
Spread fear!
Just the Vargul here. Flatulence.
Orders! Slaughter!
What was the Emperor saying? Almost done. Wisp. Why don't I use AoE healing? The Strigoi have weak magic. They can only overcast their summon, which is another good spell. So if you upgrade the Invocation of Heck, get just 50% lower cooldown. No overcast and no cheaper cast. The only thing that's worth taking on the Strigoi casts is the Curse of Undead. Everything else is trash. They have no Arcane Conduits either. Since we can use heroes, the magic is no go. Just basic healing with Invocation. No mods, no mods.
Strigoi, Gold King. Onward.
The Wood Elves are here, huh? We don't care really about the Wood Elves as long as they don't take Aldorf. Good morning, Rubio. Bretonnians are using their pirate connections start wars. He's avoiding Cetra.
Speak thy words.
Okay, we'll take less attrition now at moving around here.
I am ready. King of the Ghouls. What is your whim?
Marching into here is not ideal.
Welcome to my court. I will not obey. Your presence in our halls is like the coming of a great plague.
Trivial in the extreme, huh?
Oh, be careful what you wish for. I may just grant. What is your will?
Wood elves.
Hunter!
Pretty much we're the primary enemy here, and they declare one of the greenskins, but it's us they wanted to attack. We still need this element here and this element here. For garrisons.
Speak thy words, and pray to thine pitiful little gods that they ring true.
We will have peace leeches. What's the end goal? Victory condition. You see the victory screen campaign is over. If it doesn't say, it's victory screen. Some campaigns critical mass. We don't feel like going to the victory screen. This is what I was worried about. That's why I didn't wanna march in their territory. I should be over in 3 turns. Unless Karl Franz decides to go live in the Nagorod. Karl Franz, the Prince of Aldorf, the Emperor of the Empire. I mean, there's no Empire anymore. And the Mayor of Trollfjord. The Wood Elves have like 5 sticks running around destroying stuff. Everybody's ignoring them. Monte Salucci. We could go fight the Wood Elves, but there's like no point. We just have to hunt down the Empire. They're not threatening anything really.
Their souls are mine.
Volkmar, you forgot to march back.
King of the cool.
How Karl has abandoned Volkmar. Karl! You abandoned us! How did you leave us here?
Carnage!
They wanted to attack together, but they didn't want to die together. The fact is that auto-resolve, well, careful assembly, you know, they know what they're doing.
Strigoi Gold.
Yoo-hoo! Man, the Wind of Death would have had some nice damage against this army. Well, Flagellants are still better unit than Creep Ghouls. No mods, no. Prefer the vanilla experience. So we can keep, you know, story straight and experiences. Target is so much damage. Dolphin doesn't even have that much damage and he's doing so much damage. You're gonna fire into a Flagellant, are you mad?
To the sky!
A little bit ridiculous that the Flagellants are killing my Creep Horrors. 45 physical resistance. You know, the moment we figure out we know, you know, we learn that this thing actually stacks. You know, I seen it. You know, we can finally have something out of these shitty Creep Horrors. But the chat immediately like, oh shit, that is broken, bugged, you know, immediately crying. Don't even understand how bad this unit is without this stuff. I wouldn't say it's a bug, Spinocchio. And you conclude how this is a bug. It's not the first time an effect like this works infection wide. It's buffing all units. This Terra's gonna die. I mean, I'm sorry you don't see it like this, Pinocchio, but this is a Strigo bloodline. And you know, it's their flavor of Strigo. And why it doesn't make sense that all the creep ghouls and creep horrors are getting buffed? How is that a bug? Not the first time a faction-wide effect is from a unique skill. Those flagellants are murdering everything here. Even killed my Terrorghast there. You're saying like you're some kind of balance expert, Pinocchio. Do you even understand how shitty these units are? Especially in the garrisons. Makes you look worse than the CA, really. I'm cringing here every time I hear you in the chat now. These units are unbreakable. Makes them dangerous. They are fanatics. They don't have bonuses large. Well, the Vargals and the Creep Horrors are not very good units, so they get wrecked. The Terrorghast is not the least specialist fighting infantry. Vargals have not very good armor, and the Creep Horror has like almost no armor. Oh, look at this, the Flagellants have 15 armor. That's exactly how much armor Creep Horror gets. I still can't believe they killed the Terrorghast. Quite ridiculous. So it's actually kept. I didn't see the bar or the number. Maybe we get the Terrorgast back. Can't believe how easily they killed all these creep horrors. Okay, Terrorgast is back.
Seek and pray. What is your will? Welcome to my court. Look on me and despair. Go, king. Going.
He's insane. Has bad defense. Character 1, yeah, -5.
Strigoi. Welcome to my court.
Not possible.
Look on me and despair.
Where are you going, Elf?
King of the court.
No more easy settlements for you?
Strigoi, Gorki. Strigoi, Gorki.
I think it's 2 more turns. Maybe 1. Maybe Khal goes to the settlement. Were there the long-range handguns for the Empire? Where are they? The silver bullets have a little higher range, and they get the new handgun unit which also has slightly higher range. They had another one here. Boris was here as well. This experience makes it very difficult. You can see here the Gunderman's Surefires. They have 160 range. We still need to delete this. We had 3 small armies in the area. Taking attrition here too. Which mouse campaign is next is undecided. It's probably gonna be Followers Nagash. And it's in Troy Saga, yeah. Definitely you wanna check it out when it becomes available. Alison Zarius, that's an old campaign. It's gonna take one turn longer than I thought because they had another army. Replenishment, this is a red climate. We have plus 55%. It's nearly capped. Nearly capped.
Quickly, yes.
So they have all technologies. 93 leadership spearmen.
Give me blood.
It's a little bit ridiculous.
Strigoi Golgi.
Hiran needs a bigger terror because this looks bad. At least make him attack from Terragas as well. That will make him a formidable lord. Extra attack. I guess you can say so. Mufford is the faction leader, but we're not using him.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
Entropy and decay.
Thank you, Billiards. scream from the ground, huh? Manfred is playing WoW, can't leave home. Yeah, Melon needs like 10 to 15% buff, toughness and damage wise.
Look on me and despair. Look on me and despair.
Not likely.
What is your will, King of the Ghouls? Strigoi Ghoul King.
I will attack this.
King of Ghouls.
It's a miracle this Terragas is still actually flying. Alphonse is insane, so there's less defense there. I mean, if this battle goes really good, we might be able to talk the second one, but their experiences against us, these Vargus don't have the experience. Sure, we'll probably merge the Creep Horse. Yeah, that would have probably been better for this. What do we even have here? 10 feasts, 15 ward save, no magic resist. We can go kill Carl. That was pretty good against the Terragas, but against the Strigoi, Lord and 3 Terragas, no chance.
Dead run! Creature of the ground!
Five fees resist. Getting killed by swordsman and Rise Guard. It's like no fees resist at all.
Strigoi Golden!
Pen is finished. Should be done next turn, or 2 turns. Few turns away. They had another army, so it was like 3 turns, 2 turns ago. It's probably like 2 more turns.
Strigoi Golden!
These flagellants are killing this Vargals. Like they're anti-large or something.
Driven by hate!
They sent everything on the crossmen, and they still got out.
Suffering!
Don't worry, take your time, man. There's no rush. Might have enough for the follow-up here.
Don't let the zombies bite!
I mean, it's just damage here. The zombies that died, right? The regeneration still worked fine here. So, no Dead Rise again now.
I refuse.
This could be a little bit tough.
I refuse.
Look on me and despair.
Put the Razor Stun on the Dire Pack.
Welcome to my court.
I'll ignore that.
Absolutely not.
I mean, looks fine considering the amount of Vargals we have. Looks okay for killing some stuff. 21 armor, 15 fizz resist. Looks like the final battle here, boys. It could be the final battle if we win. Generate the bid and then hit the good units and then play with the swordsman. They do have quite a bit of shit there. We could go harass with the Brits first. The main army is tired.
Strigoi Gold King, creature of the grave. Never!
Don't underestimate their experience buffs. Like Flagellant's no experience in rank 6, it's totally different unit.
Hatred fuels me.
It's a good break here. They have handgunners there with Stalk.
Quickly, moving.
Good one.
Quickly.
They're a unit of guns, 74 guns. They have a couple of crossbows.
Moving. Quickly. They will suffer.
Just Knights of Peanuts if you land here.
Quickly. Moving. Quickly. Moving.
They also have a unit of Rise Guard on the left side. Yeah, this definitely looks very tough.
Quickly.
Maybe we get those great swords first.
Very well. Slaughter. Gold key.
These guys getting wrecked. They're basically never been losing any leadership. I told this staircase to go back, but no, it had to stay in the. It had to stay there. No, Helic is a little bit problematic here for sure. We need to send Terrorgeist and try to get those dogs to kill the range. That will not last. Must be like 200 kills. Okay, Terrorgeist with Darpack is good. Just have to keep those flagellants away. send one of these terrorists into the air. There's a lot of shit here. Flagellants wants to go after the dire pack. They're protecting the siege pretty good there. Need breads. Should ignore them for a second. They're out there. This might be a big terror now. I don't think they have any more damage anymore. Just ignore them. Nothing they can do anymore. Pack did very good for this battle. Hey, Civics. There's still these halberds which are a little bit annoying. We have two more breads on. We should go use the breads there. Oh man, this Terrorghast is not in good shape. Need bread. Which could be enough to terrify them. Flagellants, huh?
Kill everything!
Gold King!
And Flagellants even got rank 7 in this battle. anti melee attack. The brass cleaver on Skadi. Should be the end of the Empire.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
Take a nugget pill. Dire Peck lived and the creep horse got killed. 45 XP, 45 physical resist, 0 physical resist. Regeneration, no regeneration. Anyways, boys, this was our second campaign since the update. This one was a challenge one. One of the milestone campaigns was I don't know which one, M16. Was Vampire Counts, third time more Empires, no heroes. So we're not allowed to use any heroes on the campaign map or the bells. So more difficult to go with the Striga because they're weak magic, just pretty much invocation. No scouting, so we had to go risk moving armies, possibly get surrounded. We couldn't also go look for chaos. We did get a little lucky destroying the chaos in the first wave. All their forces were going after us. The Striga Bloodline was the main one used. We had to replace the Gorst with Striga, and only Striga from that point on. Striga who are good fighters, which is not as important as good wizards. They had the weakest bloodline, so it was a flavor of the weakest bloodline. We didn't see much magic justification this campaign. We unlocked all the Strigoi. We found out that they have these stacking bonuses for leadership and physical resistance upkeep for the creep ghouls and the creep horrors. And still these units are, with all these bonuses, it feels like they're still, you know, not good enough. These units are lacking armor. I think one of the technologies regarding creep ghouls and creep horrors should give them plus 20 armor. They should make them much more viable. We had the restricted units as well this campaign since the Strigoi. So only zombies, direwolves, fellbats, creep ghouls, creep horrors, varghouls and terrorgeists. I'm a little bit tired, still waking up very early, so no, we're not gonna be starting a new campaign today. A new campaign is gonna be tomorrow. Most likely followers of Nagash. No special house rules, but the special will be on if you guys wanna mess up the campaign or spice it up with the special nation options. After that one, it's probably gonna be Malekith. Finishing all the unlocked master campaigns before deciding on a different campaign. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow with the new campaign.